Hey guys, am I the only one? I don't know. So, I like to save gift cards for a while, and then I'll finally, order stuff. Now, we'll take Amazon for example. Especially now that I stay home more, um, I order stuff more, like, online. And so I will save up my gift cards from Amazon. I finally load them. And like most women, I have so much in my Amazon cart. I mean, I'm ready to buy. I have clothes, I have jewelry, you name it, I have it probably in the cart. But I'm also a simple person. Like, I know people that have like thousands of dollars worth of stuff in their shopping cart. I'm not that type of person. I love shopping, but I'm a simple shopper. Like, I like Dollar Tree. I like Walmart. Um, TJ Maxx once in a while. Marshall's once in a while. But I am really happy just with Walmart. So I'm not one of these people who's like, oh my gosh, I'm shopping at all these expensive stores or, you know, going all out. Um, I'm pretty simple. I'm the type of person that you can go buy me a new trash can and you would think you just bought me a diamond ring. Um, I love thrift stores. Nothing wrong with them at all. Again, I remember when I was in school and people would buy from like Goodwill or one of those places. And of course, people would be like, oh my gosh, and talk about you. And how dare you shop there because that meant you were poor. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, here, I'm poor. Here I am. I'm going to Goodwill. Especially once I had kids and the way they grow. Uh, you know, um, I would shop there. I would shop at Walmart, wherever. But um, I am happy. Like, there are certain things I won't buy used. I won't, like, and I love garage sales, yard sales, depending where you live. Um, and I won't buy used shoes. That's not, I just can't. Used underwear, no. Um, just disgusting. Those things are disgusting to me. If you do it, then power to you, but I cannot do that. Um, so those kind of things I will not do. I am one that I bring used things home right away and I do wash them. Um, I will not let my kids buy hats in stores because, and I'm sure a lot of people don't think about this, but how many people tried on that hat before you went and tried it on and you bring home lice? Um, because that's how it's passed on. And so, um, yeah, you are not allowed to try on a hat. I think I've said this in a previous video. If you want a hat, you have to go buy it. It has to be in a bag, tied up very tight for a certain amount of time, or if it's washable, you have to wash and dry it, and then you can try it on. So, but like, yeah, I mean, you have to be careful, even still with clothes, right? So when I go to a thrift store, and I know people that just take it home and they don't wash it and wear it right away. But when I go, it goes in my trunk of the car in a bag, and when I get home, as soon as I get home, I go straight to the washer. So that's my thing. So, but otherwise, I have no problem with Goodwill and Salvation Army or any of those. So, um, yeah, I feel like a simple person. Like, I love jewelry, don't get me wrong. Well, not really. Okay, I do like the idea of jewelry, but rings I absolutely love. That is one of my things. And I know you're I don't wear any anymore, but I love them. And so yeah, I'm the type of person, if you bring me a Diet Coke, I'm excited. Like, I am really, it doesn't take much to make me happy. Uh, you know, you don't, have to do a candlelight dinner. Just ordering dinner sometimes, or, but as far as like Amazon online shopping, I put stuff in my shopping cart, and we all know, I don't care what size you are, the sizes on some of these shops on Amazon they're not realistic. Um, so, I get nervous to order stuff sometimes. So that's why I was so excited when I got those Yeti tops and the shorts, which were awesome. Those actually were amazing. Um, but yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Um, I actually did take a nap and woke up at like 6:30. I felt bad because that meant I missed my mom again tonight. And I've been just going and going today. Um, so now I know I'm gonna be awake tonight sometime. But maybe if I get to bed later, I'll be fine, right? Hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, so I put the stuff in my shopping carts, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys remember the Skip It. Uh, I remember that like it was yesterday. And the original, the real OG Skip It, not the cheap stuff you see in the stores now. And I was so excited to, I was like, I'm going to order one. I used to love that thing. I was so good. People were amazed. I don't know why people are amazed when I can do something, but they were amazed how wonderful I was with the Skip It. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to order myself an OG Skip It. Then, of course, I'm like, oh, summer's coming up. Let's look at some summer clothes, right? And I found some cute things, that I would wear. How about that? Um, and I put them in my shopping cart. And then I see these. I think I've said before that we went back to bar soap at my house because if I get the foamy soap that you have to push the thing down and it comes out in your hand, my oldest will use it all in like 2 days. And because he used to be obsessed, he's still good at washing his hands, but he used to be like OCD washing his hands so bad that his hands would do everything but bleed. And so yeah, so I can't use that kind of soap, which is upsetting. So we had to go back to bar soap for him not to use all the soap. And so, if you remember having bar soap, if you don't use it, the little soap things that soap, oh my gosh. There I go, guys. The things that you put the soap on. I can't remember. Soap holder, I guess. They get the water in it, and they get yucky, and they get mildew, and it's just gross, right? And so I saw somewhere some of the soap holders that you put them on your counter, and they have like a spigot, like almost like a spigot, like, a drop off, so that it's going back into the sink and it's not just sitting in the holder. And I was like, hey, I need to order that, right? You get 2 of them. Let's try them out. Which is fine. Okay, I can probably trust that. But again, then I'm like, okay, well, what about this? Again, it's the clothes, it's the sizing, it's the sizes. So they sit in my shopping cart. And I have stuff for around my house also in my shopping cart. Um, like, instead of having the dish rack next to the sink, which is taking counter space and everything, right? Um, I want one of those dish racks that go up over the sink. That's in my shopping cart. So, like, I don't have anything exciting. Believe me. The most exciting thing I have is a ring that I would like to have. And then a comforter. A new comforter for my bed. I bet you can't guess what color it is. If you pay attention to my videos, then you know what color it is. Anyways, it's my favorite color. So, those are, and I sit there and it's like, okay, when I don't have gift cards, I'm like, oh, let's buy this, let's buy that. Buy, buy, buy. Not really, but you get the idea. Now that I have gift cards, I'm like, is it worth it? Do I really want to put my money into that? And it's so funny. So, am I the only one? Or am I just, out there? It's like I don't want to waste what I have, I guess. Now, my other Yeti shirt, I will say that I ordered. If you remember, I bought two the last time. So I had the red one already, and then you guys saw the white one in the video. And then I bought another color, and I was kind of like, why didn't they send both at the same time? I ordered them at the same time. And I noticed, like, on my order, because it still is not here, guys, that they keep changing. Oh, it'll be here last Tuesday. It will be here this coming Friday. So as of right now, it hasn't moved to shipped. Like, it's close to shipped, but it hasn't made it to shipped. So that's interesting, too. As of today, it says it's going to be here Friday. I think if it ends up changing again, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel that one. Because this has been a while, I feel like. And I'm still not getting it. And, you guys know, I was hyping this place up. I was hyping the, Yeti company up. And now I'm not too impressed if they can't send one top. So, we'll see. Anyways. So, I have been on the go all day, or around the house. And on the phone, it feels like all day long. And I was watching TV, and I finally fell asleep. Which is funny, because I was scolding my youngest, because he didn't go to sleep till like midnight. And I was scolding him I'm like, you better not go to sleep. Because I'm not keeping you home, tomorrow. And of course, then I fell asleep, so. But by the time I woke up, like I said, it was 6:30, and I knew my mom would be in bed already. So I haven't talked to her for 2 days. Of course I feel horrible. And who knows, maybe she'll tell me she hasn't talked to me for 6 days, but, which is what she did last time. So yeah. So, yeah, as of today, I kind of feel better. But I did have therapy. So, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a little better, too. So, what TV shows are you guys binge watching, if any? Like, what's your go-to on TV right now? Do you guys watch TV shows? If so, what is it? There's so many TV shows, like Scrubs, I think it was. No, Grey's Anatomy. Like, I've never watched any of those. And don't come at me, because I know it was popular. I'm kind of, like I said, I've said this before, I'm late to the party, every party. So when like TV shows come out, I never hear of them. Like, Two Broke Girls, I don't know what year they went off the air. I never heard of it until I got Roku. And then I was like, I been watch, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Why did I not hear of this? I don't know if I lived under a rock, probably, or what. I'm not a big TV person. And again, I think I mentioned if I am, it's usually movies. I remember, I don't know how many years ago it was that I finally heard of Switched at Birth. Oh my gosh, I think it's a great family show, so if you haven't watched it, check it out. It is on somewhere on Roku. It's either Hulu or Netflix. And that's a great show, Switched at Birth. But I never heard of it. Every time a show is like off the air for, it might be a year or more, then I hear of it. Like, I had never heard of House. And then I came across it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great, Again, it was already off air, by then. But luckily, they have reruns. So, or The Big Bang Theory. Again, by the time I heard of it or knew about it, it was almost off the air, I think. Or might have already been. I can't remember. So yeah, what are good shows out there? I I don't even know what I like. That's the funny thing. Like, it depends on how it's made, I think. Um, so my latest one, well, and then I'm the type of person that if I like they make a show and I like it, I guarantee it's gonna go off the air. Even if there was one season and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great, they're like canceled. So I'm that person too, so you can blame me for probably your show getting canceled. When I was younger, I watched Army Wives. That was a good one. And yeah, I'm not old. There's other shows, but I'm a big fan of Golden Girls. You have to, like, who doesn't love Golden Girls? Now, the only person I met that didn't like that show was my mom. I love Lucy and all those, Golden Girls, but yeah, and I still watch Golden Girls, like, especially if you're having a bad day, you didn't need Golden Girls. But yeah, seriously. I'm more of a movie person. Like, I don't have time to sit down and binge watch a show. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm not that crazy woman who sits and watch the, like, unsolved murders or, mysteries, sorry. And, those kind of shows, which, drives my husband crazy. I don't know if he's worried I'm planning something or he just doesn't like to hear the gory stuff, which is fine. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but ladies, you know that we love those. I am seriously, like, because I'm trying to figure out who did it. Why they did it. And usually I'm right. Like, whenever I watch movies, I can be like, oh, I know who did it already. I can tell you why. And my mom would go, did you write this? I'm like, no, I watched this so much. And so I love, 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 love these kind of shows. And so I used to binge watch them, especially on Hulu. Hulu has a lot of them. And I'm trying to, So, right lately I've been watching on Hulu Homicide Hunters. I love the guy who does he's the guy that these were his cases when he was working. Um but there's so many. There's My Crazy Ex. Um there's Wife Killer. I don't know if they're called wife killers, but you get the point. And there's a lot on Hulu, is all I'll say. So, yeah, I used to binge watch them. And so it really upset my husband. And then I explained to him, I'm like, well, I don't like the shows you watch. Again, if you don't know who Alex Jones is, which I'm sure you've heard of him in the media, he loves to watch him in news and stories on like different platforms. So I'm like, I don't like your shows. It's not like I'm sitting here taking notes. Like, it relaxes me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, right? And people think that's a joke with us, and I'm not the only one. Like, so if it's not you, that's fine. But a lot of my friends watch these, and it is relaxing. Like, it's not about like the gory, it's who did it. And that's what you're trying to figure out in your brain before they tell you who did it, right? So yeah. But of course, I like funny things. I like a lot of the older stuff, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Golden Girls and, all these shows that I grew up with, obviously. So, one of the, I don't want to say the newest, like I did sit down and watch Fuller House. Obviously I grew up watching Full House. And it was good. So my other one I liked, more or recent was, I think is it Ginny and Georgia or Georgia and Ginny, whichever. And but their seasons take forever to come back out, and that's the only thing. But it is, I think what I liked about it was, I think just because it was a mix, like the girls mixed, and her mom was white and her dad's black, which kind of reminded me of my family. And you don't always get stories like that or see things like that. So I guess I kind of like, maybe I still think I'm a teenager. I like shows that are kind of like more for teenagers, I guess. I'm not sure if that one's for really teenagers, but it is about a teenager a lot, and the mom, I mean, also, but surviving, I guess. So yeah, so if you're binge watching a show, I let me know in the comments what you're watching, and what platform it's on. Because I'm really looking for, it'd be nice to have some new shows that I can kind of start watching and then turn off, and then, not always actually having to sit and watch a whole movie would be nice sometimes. I'm also the type of person, though, that, if I start watching a show, of course, I end up really binge watching it is the problem. I think one of the last shows that I did binge watch that was like, I think it was, well, it wasn't even new because, again, it was off air. I can't remember the name of it. And, again, my mind is like, it doesn't want to work anymore. It was the doctor who had autism, and that was a great show. If you have not seen it, you can Google what I just said. It is a TV show, or it was, and it was great. It was a really great show because I think the guy who played the doctor was absolutely amazing. He did really well at playing a character with autism. Um, as you guys know, my oldest has autism also, and he really did a great job. I had to look up to see if he really did have autism. He did such a great job. So, I think that was one of my ones that I've been binge watched, tongue twist, and can't think. Yeah. So that was, I can't remember the name though, but you guys can still Google that if you haven't seen it, if it's still on one of the platforms. But even my son, I think, watched a lot of it with me, and yeah, so that was interesting. But yeah, so put your comments. Let me know what TV shows, what platform. Um, it doesn't have to be new. There was one show, I cannot remember what it was called either. See, I'm telling you guys, there's something. I just need to slow down, I think, sometimes. There was one show that came out, and I don't even remember. Like, it didn't stay around long. And I did watch it. And, okay, how do I say this without saying it? It was, I think, some lady, and she was like having an affair with the guy next door, or something like that. And by the time they were done with this show, they had, it was like, I felt like I was watching a porno. There was so much sex in this show. And I'm not opposed to, like, shows that show love and whatever, but this was like every 5 seconds, I felt like. And so luckily it got canceled because the storyline was great on it. But guys, like, whatever, I don't even mind, you want to have sex or love or whatever in these shows, but this was ridiculous. So, anyways, I don't know. Maybe I just sound like an old person at this point. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say today. But, I hope you guys did have a great day today. And it's gonna get busy for me coming up this month. Lots and lots of doctor's appointments and appointments. But that's fine, because everybody needs to take care of their health, right? And get your appointments done. So hopefully once I get all these appointments done this month, and I think I have one next month, then I'll have a break for a while until probably August, I think, around when school starts again. So, I have not made dinner tonight yet. Whoops. I don't know what I want to make. I was thinking potato soup, but then I forgot to get bacon. I know, I forgot. So that was not good. So I gotta go see if I have any in there. Again, only my husband and I will eat potato soup though. My youngest likes tomato soup is all he will eat, and my oldest will not eat soup at all, regardless. So, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.